My name is Daniel James McFadyen, and I am a folk artist in the Annapolis Valley, Nova Scotia. The natural beauty and the landscapes of Nova Scotia, particularly the Annapolis Valley, have found their way into my music very early on. I get so excited when I drive into the Annapolis Valley and you get that beautiful landscape. I live in a really small community called Hortonville in Grand Pré. It's a really nice small community within an amazing community of Annapolis Valley. The whole community gets together. They love music, they love having a good time, and everyone's just really nice and supportive. I guess I always had a bit of a dream to play music in front of people. I took guitar lessons and played in little bands here and there. I had a little back room in my house that had a drum set and a little PA system that I'd practice. And I used to put on shows for my grandparents and my mom and charge them like $2 to come listen to me play in the studio. But yeah, I always imagined it'd be great to play in front of people. Did I think it would ever become a reality? Probably not. Like, I went to business school and imagined that I would be, I guess, working a 9-to-5 doing marketing or something. I became really interested in classic rock when I was probably about 10 years old. My stepdad was really into old records. He loved classic rock and he was really excited to show everybody his record collection. I remember when I first heard Led Zeppelin and like Blue Oyster Cult on vinyl, I thought it was so cool. From there, I kind of started discovering a bit of like the folkier side of Pink Floyd and other artists that I kind of started to fall in love with. And that's when I started diving into indie folk, indie rock, got into Arcade Fire and Modest Mouse. And at that point, I was like, wow, there's a whole other side to music that's not just on the radio. And this is probably what I listen to the most. This is Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter, Houston, Texas. He has all these like stories on it, and it's just him on a guitar, and it's really, really good. And it's kind of long too, so I can just like put it on for a while. But that's a great record. I moved to Nova Scotia for school for Acadia. I moved here in 2014 with no plans of really staying, and fell in love with it and stayed. I had a few teachers that were really committed to making classes practical in whatever field you were actually passionate about. So I had this one teacher, Ryan McNeil, and he allowed me to do my EP as my final project for an entrepreneurship class. And that meant a lot to me. I didn't even finish the EP, but I was close, and he saw that because I was passionate about it and because he could tell that I really loved doing it, I got a good mark in the class, and he followed up with me to make sure that I was still doing what I loved, and he still plays that music in his classes that he has today, I don't know, 7 years later. The Library Pub, which we are sitting at right now, in that corner is where I got my musical start. When I first got to Acadia, I started playing here on Thursdays, and it kind of became a weekly tradition for friends to come out and have some drinks before going to the other bars. And it's where I got used to playing music on a more professional level. Success for me is being able to do music as a career and be able to play in front of people, and as long as people are still coming out to shows and supporting it, it means that I can keep doing it. So I guess success for me is just that my music connects with people and it continues to. There's a lot of people I know who are extremely talented and have songs that they've showed me that are so amazing. They're just really worried with this idea of perfecting the song, or that the song's not ready to release. So if I can give any advice to aspiring musicians or people who want to play music, even if you don't want to play music as your career, and you just want to do it on the side, just release what you got and make goals of actually finishing things and putting it out there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Eventually you're probably not going to like that song anyway, so might as well just put something out there. It was scary putting out the first music I released, and I'm really happy I did. And you're going to have growth no matter what, you're going to get better at it. So just release what you got so you can move on to new stuff.
Once we hit the road, there's a place that we should go, where the streets are painted gold like you never imagined. And when it time to go. Take me down across the coast. Throw me out, don't save my soul.
It's about believing in yourself and taking risks and going for it. And I think that's what I try to do every day with music.
Boys got caught on a hot spring night with a bag driving east on Main Street. You decided to ask as you called up a cab, does life ever feel like meaning? We were 18 waiting for the sunrise up on a beach close by to your part-time job as a waitress. All talking about changing. And I had a few friends and we'd start making plans, but time and life thought different. And this day is like the last where I'd start feeling bad, but I bet that you're not even thinking about your first tattoo or the house on a lake, getting high as you could till we started to shake on a cold floor. I can't smoke anymore. Now I'm asking about, trying to figure out how to make everyone round here happy. And they say to move on, but time's like a bomb, always leaves someone out there bleeding. So we're leaving. So good night, Papa singing Goodnight Joe. Well, good night, brother, it was nice to know you. I'm going where the roots and the rough ones go. I'm going and I might not get to show you. Good night, Papa singing Goodnight Joe. Well, good night, brother, it was nice to know you. I'm going where the roots, the rough ones go. I'm going and I might not get to show you. Good night, Papa singing Goodnight Joe. Well, good night, brother, it was nice to know you. I'm going where the roots and the rough ones go. I'm going and I might not get to show you. Well, good night, Papa singing Goodnight Joe. Well, good night, brother, it was nice to know you. I'm going where the roots and the rough ones go.